Don't check this. Don't check this. Don't tell Kate.
All right, you guys, welcome to Don't Tech This.
Yay! We need like an audience applause button for this part. Like, woo! Welcome to DTT Tech This game show. Like something.
So we're super excited. We've got some really cool people with us today, and we're going to start. I'm actually going to start with you, Angela. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are, what you teach, and tell us a little bit of what is your home e-commute life like?
Okay, well, hello everyone. I'm Angie Dandridge. I'm a fourth grade teacher at Phillips. My e-commute, I don't have a spot because I literally, wherever I am is where I get, I do take my laptop to almost every room of the house. But because I told my parents I am available whenever, just because I know they have crazy work hours as well. So I get emails anywhere from 7 a.m. up to probably, I think my latest has been in the 10 o'clock hour. But I do have a green screen studio. So I'm crazy excited. I set that up. Sent my son for a Dollar Tree run for literally just a green tablecloth. So I've been having fun with that for our read alouds with the, Race the Wild?
Yep.
I've been having fun with that. But other than that, I've been creating videos for my kids, just kind of teaching them the lessons that we would have done in the classroom. And, I created a slideshow for them that breaks down their daily work, because getting those packets, the parents were overwhelmed, the kids were overwhelmed. So I just took that and they broke it down by subject per day on what they, some of the activities that they could tackle each day.
That's fabulous. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And check out Twitter. She posted some of those pictures of her green screen on Twitter.
I did have a great time.
All right, Mr. Brown.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I am Mr. Brown. I'm a sixth grade math teacher at Hunter B. Andrews. My e-commute starts at about 8:30 in the morning. I walk from my bedroom all the way to my kitchen.
Traffic must be rough.
Awful. So and I am teaching from 9 to 10:30, and then again from 11:30 to 12:30. I have pre-algebra and course 1, so I've just been using Google Meet to share my screen and work out equations with my students, and that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, that's fabulous. And math is so hard for those kids.
Yeah, and they've been very adamant about me being online.
Yeah,
and emailing and every type of electronic message they've been sending me, asking me for help. So I get up first thing in the morning. It's like I'm still at school.
Yeah. Hopefully there's a coffee stop on the way. I'm sorry.
Now I'm just wondering, are you getting a good turnout for that?
I have about 10 that are in the sessions in the morning, and those that aren't in the sessions in the morning, they contact me via email, or the parents will email me.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, so
that's where coffee stop on your way.
Oh. Again.
Is there a coffee stop on your way?
There's a lovely Keurig with chai tea.
Even better. All right, Ms. Duckworth.
Hey. So I'm Melissa Duckworth, and I teach English 11 and 12 at Kicatan. I teach dual enrollment, so my kids have always known that they get grades when they're on furlough. Even when we had the thing that said you couldn't take grades, Thomas Nelson said you took grades. So I've used the Google Classroom for years, so now I'm just learning some new stuff, and like the web quest that I'm doing and stuff like that, just trying to make it a little more interesting. I've had 3 Zoom meetings, so I'm excited about that, and I have 3 scheduled tomorrow. And Angie, I think you asked about the turnout. I usually have about 60-70% of the kids. I'm about to set up virtual office hours, so they can I'll be online, and they can just, with the Zoom, and they can contact me if they need me. So last week they were finishing up major projects that were coming in anyway, so we didn't do a lot. But then this week it's all back to getting the regular stuff and assigning the next major stuff and all that kind of stuff. So we're having a good time.
I have a question. What about post pandemic 2020 life? What about what techniques or tech skills really have seen you through this moment, or what routines related to tech have you like, man, I'm so glad we were doing XYZ because now my kids are on board?
I think for me, it was always using the Google Classroom from the very beginning, like everything. I don't, now I did do some quizzes on quizzes, so they're used to that. And I send them now as homework assignments. And I know I can't, verify. So I just say, use your book, answer the questions, send it back in. And, but they're so accustomed to that with me that everything's going to be there, that there's no question like, oh my gosh, how are we going to find our stuff or whatever. So that kind of makes it cool. The Zoom thing was new for me because I had not done one of those. And so but it was, and it was just a really informal. I didn't do it like Mr. Brown did, where you're actually teaching. We just kind of did what's the layout going to look like for the rest of the year?
Cool. What about you, Lewis?
So this was actually the first year that I learned to use my smartboard and how to annotate with it. Thank you, Beth.
You're welcome.
So that's been my routine all year with my sixth graders. So it was very easy just to pull up Google Meet and share my screen and work out the equations and model for them. So thank God I knew how to do that.
And you can still use your flip charts in Google Meet. Just share your Active Inspire screen with the kids, and you can write on there if you're good with the trackpad and writing on the trackpad.
Yeah, I have to give them a disclaimer that I don't have a trackpad, but that's working pretty well.
And for me, it's the same thing. You guys know I already love the tech side of everything. But so my kids were very used to Google Classroom. We actually had to help educate our parents on how to do it because they were questioning me. And I smiled and I said, listen, just let your child log in through their account. They're golden. They've got this. And so they did. And, I got a lot of, okay, Ms. D, we get it. They've got it. Zoom was new for us yesterday morning, the class meeting. We have class meetings all the time. So yesterday during our Zoom meeting was just a lot of fun watching their reaction to seeing each other. We kind of joke, the kids are probably loving this. The kids are actually not loving this. And I had every one of my kids are missing the routine of school, the continuity of school, the security of school. So they're definitely missing their day as well. But other than that, I think that, they're used to me doing videos for them anyway. I'm still using a flip chart. I'm just recording a screen so that they're seeing it. And instead of them having to, hey, Ms. D, wait, give me 5, they can just hit pause to shut me down. And so I'm sure they're loving that too.
That's really good, you guys. So I'm thinking now, what do you hope, since we're shut down the rest of the school year, what do you hope in your classrooms might improve, or what do you, either your students or with yourself or your skills, like what do you see as being like the light for you at the end of this tunnel out of this experience, you think?
The number one thing for me, I'm going to have my students check their email probably daily, just because quite a few of my kids, they're so used to jumping in on the Chromebooks. I'm fourth grade, so my kids don't get to take home Chromebooks. So they were so used to just kind of logging in a certain way that when they got on their own device, I had to send emails to, I think, probably 25, maybe even 50% of my kids, just the email. They knew their password, but they didn't know the whole extension of like Dandridge at Hampton, they didn't know that. And I was like, guys, bless your hearts. But in the Chromebook, all they have to do is put their username. So I think just getting them used to, don't forget this part, this is your email, just those little things like that, just so that they're more comfortable on their end.
What about Google Calendar?
Oh.
Because if you're using Google Meet, you can actually set up a calendar invitation and put in conference, and your Google Meet link is there automatically. Kind of like what I did. Well, I did Zoom with you guys today. So you can do that with Zoom as well. Put that link into your Google Calendar. And it helps the kids with that executive function with organization.
Right. That's a good idea. Because now I'm just, hey, moms, hey, dads, tell your child to check their email.
But you can do both.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And you can send a reminder to the kids as well.
Because the kids that as they've been on, this is our second week. So last week I had several, like when I sent out the email Saturday, I think it was Saturday evening, hey guys, I was thinking, and I sent it straight to the kids. I'm thinking about having a class meeting with you guys. What do you think about trying Zoom? And I actually had quite a few that responded. So they're definitely now into the swing of checking their own. But I think it would have helped in that beginning in bless the parents, the amount of emails that I had just from parents. Hey, Miss D, they don't know how to. They do know how. Hold on. You don't know how. In my head is what I was thinking.
Right,
So
right.
once I gave them their, like, just remind them to check here. Once they got in, they were, oh yeah, we just go here. And they were clicking like the little 9 boxes and
Yep.
exactly what to do.
Yeah, the
Well,
kids
then
know what to do.
Deborah, let me ask you, because you're already in dual enrollment. So these are already like really independent kids.
Right.
Already, ideally, they've got to be organized to keep up with assignments and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Do you see them being more independent? Do you see this becoming even more like a college?
Some
course,
of them,
or-
the ones who are on the upswing anyway, are doing very, very well. In fact, you'll laugh about this, but I had a question posted in the Google Classroom, and I haven't posted a question for them in a long time, and I set them up into groups of 4, and I said it, and I did it correctly, but I didn't realize in the old days when we first did Google Classroom, they just put it as a class comment, and now they actually write it. So I told them put it as class comment, and one of my students sent me a video of herself doing it correctly,
Oh.
so that I would know how to do it in the future. and then when I finished with her Zoom meeting, I asked her and another girl to stay on, and I set up a fake question and watched what they did. And she shared her screen with me, so we were able to see. And I was like, oh, I understand now. But it's so, so it's, to me, I feel like I'm just learning from everybody,
Yeah.
So, but I don't know about Google Meets. Is that easier than Zoom?
Well, Google Meets isn't they can still chat each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Beth, correct me. Can they see each other now? 'Cause I remember one part of it is we have available, and one part we don't.
Mm-hmm.
They can see each other.
Oh, they can, okay. Yeah.
Because Lewis, that's what you use, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you
So-
set up a Google Calendar invitation for them?
I did, but then I thought about it. I know that we didn't use it this year prior to this happening with the students, so I set it in the classroom along with the schedule.
Smart.
Yeah,
I
and
did the
the thing
same thing.
about
I
it
sent the
is,
invitation, but I also
I told them to I was missing like half the class. I said, are you guys not up? Like, no, the class is up. They're just, watching TV. I said, well, can you guys text them and tell them to come to class? So then like 2 of them showed up. So it worked.
Class has started, guys.
Get out of the hallway.
Don't make me mark you tardy.
I told them I was marking them tardy when they got there late.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is awesome, you guys. We really thank you for taking time to join us and share your thoughts. And this really is what it's about, learning from each other. I mean, really, because I don't know what you know, and you don't know what I know, and let's put it together and make it work. And I mean, the more teachers can share and have these honest moments and learn from their kids. I mean, like you said, that's so thoughtful. They're not enjoying this because for our schools are more than just schools. They're more than just brick and mortar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're having a really hard time.
Yes, I got some emails yesterday that just crushed my heart. Yeah.
And especially these seniors who are graduating.
Oh, wow.
And their graduation and their year just upended. They just, it was like, I'll see you in 2 weeks, and then they're gone, and then you don't see them again.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
It's hard. Well, thank you guys so very, very much for joining us. We appreciate the hard work that you guys are doing with your kids, still building those relationships with them. You all are amazing at that. We love you. We appreciate you.
We love you.
We love you back. Yeah.
And please reach out to us, tweet us, all the
amazing.
Just you guys are already awesome, and we just gotta stay encouraged, and we're gonna get through it.
Yes, we will.
It takes a village, people. It takes a village.
You guys are definitely working hard, and I agree with Miss Duckworth. We definitely appreciate everything you guys are doing. I might not call, but it's just because, okay, I've got the tech side, but every time I see your email, I just smile, because just knowing that you guys are there, and I think I'm speaking for all teachers, just knowing that you guys are there and you're putting that out there for us, it is so greatly appreciated.
You're going to make me cry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, really.
I don't think anybody realizes how amazing you guys are. So.
We appreciate it.
Which is why I share the videos and laugh and talk about you guys.
Well, instead of laughing, you got me crying.
I told my husband when I got the invite today, I laughed. He was like, "Who?" I said, "You know the ladies that I sit and watch when I'm on the couch and laughing." He was like, "Yes, it is them. I'm gonna be on with them." I'm a celebrity.
Yes, you are. Don't tell Kate, though. Don't tell Kate.
Oh my goodness, we definitely need to do this again. Like, this is all of us, like right before school starts again, or something.
Oh
Like,
my star, yes, with pom poms, and we're coming back.
yes,
We'll have to be together, though, physically.
Yes. Oh, yeah, there you go. We'll be allowed to be
So
together.
good. I could just be a big giant head in my classroom now. I don't know.
All right, you guys. Thank you again so much. We really appreciate everything that you guys are doing. So don't tech this.
I know. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Don't check this. Don't check this. Don't tell Kate.